It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll operate out of split backs. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for and out if they don't convert. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Trying the left side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grab near the marker. It's Bowman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Lyle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points. on this drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Love. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Reads it, fires complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
You'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back. It's back. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package, get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time there was just nowhere for him to go.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Back to throw, it's back. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's open on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's over.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Looking for a man. It's back. He wants it all. Go to the end zone. Picked off. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's got an open man. He's loose. Bulldozes his way through. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gonna swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pass mistakes, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Lyle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all of the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running behind that left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marion. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pulls it in. It's Pauly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed behind the line, it's Love. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
On the screen. Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, it's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That Miami offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's back. Finds his man in the middle. Breaks the tackle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the counter. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
What took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line? He is a monster, dude.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Miami! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Love. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.